Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It's actually 2:30. This is one of those videos where I just couldn't wait to get out here and do this. I had so many. I got a couple of videos that I have to do today. Once in a while, I've been doing videos every single day for years now, and I know it's going to happen where I'm going to have days where I just can't find anything. There's not inspiration at 3 in the morning. I just can't find any good stories and the last couple of days, the last day or two have been like that. Not today, man. I got some good videos today. Let me say this. I'm going to download this video both on YouTube and on TikTok. And there's a definite reason for that. And for my YouTube viewers, this YouTube is my main channel. I have two YouTube channels, Artist and Recovery and Clean and Sober. Clean and Sober is kind of like a backup channel. Artist and Recovery is my main channel. I've got almost 4,000 subscribers. I'm coming up on 750,000 total views, 750,000 total views. My channel is monetized. I get advertising. I met the requirements and I get advertising on my channel. I get paid for this. What else? Those are the basics. My secondary channel's got like 200. My backup channel's got like 200 subscribers. TikTok, initially, I got a TikTok. I used my TikTok channel as advertising to bring viewers back to my YouTube channel. That was the whole purpose of this. Initially, I don't want to insult anybody, but initially with the short format and what I was seeing on TikTok like a couple of years ago, it was just short, kind of angry, cursing videos with girls with half dressed and angry guys, and it wasn't my thing. And I just used it for advertising to bring people back to my YouTube channel to make money. But TikTok has encouraged people to use long format. And the funny thing, the ironic thing is YouTube is encouraging their creators like me to do shorter videos too. So I'm doing both short and long videos. I downloaded a short magic video yesterday. My hand is faster than your eyes, where I grab a quarter out of thin air. Check it out. I haven't seen how many views it got. Okay, now I did a video and I downloaded it both on YouTube and on TikTok. Now here's the thing, YouTube usually puts the short videos in the video rotation. So as you swipe on the short videos, the videos just come by and you see them. So my video gets exposed to a lot more people and it gets a lot of views. But on YouTube, for some reason, my Joe Biden video, Dark Brandon, YouTube did not put it in the video feed. So it only got 12 views. I've never in my life only gotten 12 views. My short videos usually get 300 to 3,000 views, and so that's weird. And then I downloaded it on TikTok, and it got 1,600 views in just overnight. I actually got an email from TikTok saying, "Congratulations, your video got this many views," and it had a flame. The flame, you're hot. The reason I did this Joe Biden video is I am a supporter of Joe Biden. I have never, I met Donald Trump. I shook Donald Trump's hand back in the 80s. I live in Connecticut. I'm about an hour from Manhattan. I used to visit my girlfriend, my friends. I used to go down and buy in New York City when I was using every week. And I actually met Donald Trump. I'm not proud of that. I shook his hand in Trump Tower when he wrote The Art of the Deal back in like 87, 80, I don't know. It was sometime in the mid 80s. I went down there with my girlfriend. I think it was around Christmas time. And we walk in and he was a big deal then, but there was a few security guys and there was a table set up in the atrium of Trump Tower there. The famed gold escalator. And he was signing his books. And he was shaking hands, and I was like, "Hey, look, it's Donald Trump," and I'll shake his hand. I don't know if the Macaulay Culkin movie had come out yet, Home Alone. I don't think that had even come out yet. All right, so anyway, I could never stand Donald Trump, man. He scares me. He's just, I don't see what people see in him. I'm not going to get really into this, but the whole thing, I would sooner, if somebody offered me $1 million, I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump. My family, my ex-girlfriend were Trump supporters. I don't get it. I don't. I'm going to say one thing. I will not vote for a man who is too stupid, so stupid that he would stare into the sun during an eclipse. And not just for a second. Donald, remember the eclipse where he stared into the freaking sun when they said don't stare into the sun, you could go blind, you'll get eye damage, and he stares into the sun. I could never vote for it. It terrifies me. And Trump supporters, they are so angry. They love the swearing. They love the lies. Everything. The whole conspiracy. It's bizarre, man. It's a cult. It's a cult. So I did this. I wanted to show some support for Joe Biden. Honestly, I do wish that they had picked somebody. I think Joe Biden is too old, but he beat Trump once. And it's, between Trump and Biden, I'm going to vote for Biden. I'm going to pray Biden wins. I wish the Democrats had picked a younger, what's his name? Bencourt. What, the guy from Texas? I can't remember what his name is now. I wish they'd picked somebody else. Even John Fetterman. I would have voted for John Fetterman for president. Seriously. Okay, so I wanted to show my support for Joe Biden, and I didn't want to bang on Trump supporters. I wanted to be patriotic. The whole idea with this spoken word, it's in my shorts, dark video, dark branded, and the whole idea behind it was I was kind of mocking the '60s poetry slams, from the 60s with down in the basements, they'd have yeah, man, and they'd snap their fingers instead of clapping. And the whole idea behind that was their rents, they didn't want to make a lot of noise for the tenants up above, so they snapped their fingers, and they wore the crooked hats and the cool cats, and I was kind of mocking that, but I stuck with it. Okay, so here I'm going to read you the words to this, all right, and I'm going to read you the comments. I told you guys before, I will get into that in a second, but I'm going to read you the lyrics to this just so you see. They're not really offensive. They're just in support of Joe Biden. Fee, fi, fightin' Joe Biden. I always start my lyrics off with a rhyme like that. You go, Joe Biden. We know you can win. The great MAGA dunce that you already beat the forces of darkness once. Like a cat on a mouse, you drove evil from the White House. America is lost in a cult. Being sane is almost a revolt. Send him back to Florida crying. My American hero, Joe Biden. Honestly, I think Joe Biden has done the best he could for America already. He already beat Donald Trump once. I think he should be hailed for that and remembered for that, for getting Donald Trump the heck out of the White House. And he did. I really wish the Democrats had picked somebody else, or if he had even picked a different vice president, because Kamala Harris, I always say that wrong, and I don't do it on purpose. Isn't really. I think it's kind of a wait right now. If he had picked somebody else, but it is what it is, and I'm going to vote for Joe Biden. And I wanted to show support for Joe Biden. Okay, so I've told you guys, I've kind of told you before, I usually pick a time to read the comments because they affect me. When I first started doing this channel, I just said, I read all your comments, thank you. And then I fessed up and I said, look, I have to pick a time when I'm in the right frame of mind to read your comments because they stick with me. These comments that I'm going to read to you, these are going to stay with me for the rest of my life, these comments. I know some of you will be, oh, good. Now, see, here's the thing, too, on TikTok. So I downloaded this on TikTok, and these are the comments. And my profile doesn't really say much about my recovery. I'm a recovered cocaine and heroin addict. I used cocaine, crack cocaine, heroin, pills, liquor every day for over 2 decades, from the time I was 14 till the time I was 40. I won't get into my whole history, losing my father when I was 9 and stuff that happened to me when I was a young boy with the cop that my mother was dating. I won't get into all that, but I've been clean and sober since October 23rd, 2006, 100% clean and sober for over 17 and a half years from opiates, from everything. And I'm pretty proud of it. Because a lot of people are going to bang on that in the comments. And I don't think the people on TikTok know my age. I'm 58 years old. I'm 58 in a couple months here. 58 in a couple months. I'm 6'3". I lift weights every day. I'm in good shape. I used to weigh almost 300 pounds. Right after I got into recovery, I started working out. I kind of switched my addiction from drugs to working out. And I work out 4 hours every day. I get up at 2 in the morning. I start working on my YouTube video. I publish the YouTube video by 4. I work out for 4 hours. And then by 9 or 10, I start working on my artwork, which is another way I make money. And, it's a busy day. Okay, so I want to read you the comments. And most of them are vicious. I think there's one nice comment, one or two. And that's it. And here they go. Here's the comments from my TikTok. The link to my TikTok channel, my TikTok will be right down below too if you want to actually read these comments yourself. I replied to some of these this morning. Like I said, I have to be in the right place, and I'm a little regretful because I hit back kind of hard on. I was kind of rude on some of the replies that I gave some of these people, and I'm going to read them to you. Okay, the first comment, love it. That's the one compliment I got from a woman. I feel comfortable with women. I seem to do better with women viewers. Abby Jane Zeta. Thank you very much, Abby. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, number 2, George Strong. You remind me of Johnny Bravo. I had no idea that I once people started saying it, I was like, oh my God, I do. The blonde guy, and I think he's got an accent. I never watched it. He's got the glasses. The accent, I don't know where the accent comes from. I have no idea. It just comes with the glasses and the poetry thing. They comment on the hair. Now, let me fill you in on this. Before I do this video, I hurry up and I take a shower, do my hair, I shave and everything so I look presentable for my videos. And my hair is usually, I just gelled it and everything. And it usually settles down in a couple of hours. So it's not like that, the rest, it doesn't really look like this the rest of the day. It's a normal style, the modern style. Okay, so I just want to say that doesn't really bother me. You remind me of, wait a second, you remind me of Johnny Bravo. Artist and recovery. Be patient. Recovery is slow. Reality will set in first. That's when your recovery will start. Okay, so I assume he's being sarcastic here. Like I said, I don't think these people know. These people probably don't know that I've been clean and sober for 17 and a half years. And I think he's being kind of sarcastic too. That's a common thing. They could be more creative than that. The Trump supporters, they see this, they see that my name's Artist in Recovery, and they go right to the drug thing. Come on, you guys could be a little more, my haters could be a little more creative than that. I kind of expect that. Okay, here's just from user 3357829273604. This guy can't even come up with a name for himself. Please consider the source. Thank you very much. Because I say that at the end of my video. Very, wow, that was very smart. Johnny Bravo, another one from Rap Torque Kill Trex. All right, I love this one. I got to say, I love this one from Tara, another woman. Patrick Swayze, question mark. I have it. I don't see it myself, but I've had people say I look like, what's his name? Christian Bale. I've had, I don't know. I've had a lot of people, and Johnny Bravo now. Okay, from Jim Smitty. That's so stupid. Okay, from Greg Jorzeknik. A lot of these have very like Russian sounding names, like Baltic State sounding names. I wonder. I've run into a lot of Trump supporters from like the Baltic States, Lithuania, Slovenia, the Baltic States. It's early, man. Okay, really, he says, from bougie Bohemian. Only simple-minded people follow Joe and the MSM. What's the MSM? MSM. P.S. Biden men are very fruity. Am I fruity? Really? I don't. Man, you know what? If I'm fruity, then let me be fruity, man, because I'm pretty happy. Okay. User 941770399999077. Nice. ... That sucked. I got a kick out of that. And then I replied, suck what? It was early. Okay, from Juggalo. Seriously, the Juggalos. I've never seen a bigger bunch of geeks in my life. A bunch of, oh my God, I don't know what the Juggalos. I think you look like Gordon Ramsay's lost cousin. I have noticed that before. I don't think I look like Gordon Ramsay, but I've noticed his hairstyle just recently in last month, and I noticed it's even more pronounced. But see, like I said, this is right when I came out of the shower and I stick it up. In 2 hours, it'll look normal. Well, somewhat. Okay. Oh, here's a great one from user 766. He bought cocaine to the White House, and she spells cocaine Cocain. I can't believe how many Trump supporters don't know of spell check and that scares me, because I really think these people are illiterate. And why don't you use spell check? Why doesn't Donald Trump use spell check? It's right there.Use it. Are you that computer? Even I, 58 years old, I could even use spell check. It scares me that there were so many spelling mistakes from these Trump supporters. Cocaine, Cocain. No, there's an E on the end of it. Okay, Richard D. Jar 12, FJB and supporters. FJB. Oh, I get it. F Joe Biden and the supporters. Thank you. Stephen Wilson, all due to the libs. Trump 2024. Yeah, very, very sharp. Soggy Cheerios. I like that. Trump 2024. Okay, here, Kathy Boys William. Only by cheating. Really? It's been 4 years. There's no proof of cheating. There was no cheating. Seriously, this is just what I mean. It's a cult. He says it's cheating. You believe it's cheating. I don't know. It scares me how I don't want to say stupid, but how illiterate these Trumps are. They're lost. They are cult. They're cultists. From Brandy Ketch, please tell me this is a joke. Yeah. And then I replied, yeah, no. Let's go Brandon 2323. That's his name. And then he put in caps, let's go Brandon. Okay. I don't even know what that means. Shane 305330. With all that slipping Joe Biden has not done, I ask you why you're having fun. Maybe there's something off inside your brain that compels, he spells compels wrong, you to sound insane. I'm losing brain cells. I didn't even realize until I just read it out loud. I didn't even realize that actually rhymed. The first time I read it, I didn't realize it rhymed until I actually just read that out loud. I give you a few points for that. Anyway, and then I replied, it's scary how illiterate you guys are. It's spelled Compels. Again, it's just spell check, man. It's, Okay, Paul. This is from Paul. LOL, comma. Biden has dementia, comma. So, ... There's that whole thing. And Trump, Trump forgets. What about the airports in 1776? I actually did a video about that. One of my very first videos on clean and sober. I think it's still there. Seriously, if Joe Biden had talked about airports in 1776, people would have locked him up by now. You know, Trump. I'm not even going to get into it. From user 603608522552218. You're lost from reality. You look like a cartoon guy! Exclamation point. Maybe that's the problem. ... Grow up and pay attention! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I do pay attention, and that is the problem. You know, I don't just get my news from Fox News, America One, and Facebook memes. Okay, I actually read newspapers, the real news, the mainstream news, as you call it. Okay, Justin Vaughn 237, jackass. And I had to reply to this. Fight me. Because this guy looked kind of tough with a beard, so I challenged him to fight me. Fight me. I live in Bristol, Connecticut. Let's fight. Okay. User 2375414897730. Florida hates you. And I replied, I hate Florida. And let me tell you about this. My viewers know this. I was going to move to Florida about 4 years ago. And my girlfriend went down ahead of me, my soulmate. And she was a Trump supporter. She refused to get vaccinated. She refused to wear masks or anything like that. And within a day or two of getting to Jacksonville, she contracted the Delta variant COVID. And she spent 3 months in ICU and she passed away on August 5th, 2021. Yeah, my best friend and soulmate, a Trump supporter, passed away from COVID because she wouldn't listen to, yeah. Okay, Paul, if only the Democrats could put up a better candidate, they would have a chance. I agree with this. From Stavos Nicodemus, dork. He calls me a dork. I am kind of a dork. You know? And then I replied, what kind of name is Stavos? Just to kind of get in under his skin. Yeah, he's obviously Greek. Hey, is it true about you Greek guys? All right, anyway. Jim Bob, I think this guy is high on something. Come on. Jim Bob, you could do, well, from the name like Jim Bob, maybe you can't do better than that. And then I replied, come on, you could come up with something better than that. I've been clean and sober for 17 and a half years from heroin and crack cocaine. I am proud of that. Crystal Lech 518. I sure hope that's sarcasm. Yeah, no. And then Robin, satire, right? Yeah, no. And that's the comments. Overall, I think I got one like out of almost 1,600. Let me check that again. I don't know if I can check it right now. Almost 1,600 views. When I see a proliferation of comments, and you could tell if people hate the video. And here's the thing too. Like I said, the whole purpose of my initial purpose of anything on TikTok is to bring people back to my YouTube channel and make money. And the way I make money isn't from likes or comments. If somebody watches my channel, I get paid per minute. For every minute, it counts towards me getting paid and advertising. And it doesn't care if you hate me or like me. I honestly, if you watch my whole video, I really couldn't care less. I love, don't get me wrong, I love the people that watch me every day faithfully. You guys are great. Oh my God, I can see I'm coming up on 25 minutes. Oh my God, I've run long. All right, I got another video coming up. I saw another crazy video about the Taiwan earthquake, and this one will blow your freaking mind, man. I gotta talk about this. It's a car and boulders. Holy crap! It's like you'll see. That's my next. I'm gonna do that video right now and download it this afternoon. Have a good Thursday.